Following the continuous power outages in the greater Kabale District, residents have shown dissatisfaction with the authorities and the Umeme Company after encountering huge losses in buying fuel and some businesses halting because of the load shedding. This comes after the district faces a challenge of unstable electricity for the last 3 weeks, with about 96 hours of total blackout, leaving residents and businessmen to opt for fuel as a source of power, though a large number depending on ordinary electricity have been left out with no other option. According to the proprietor of Blackout International Studios, a videography, photography and other computer services studio in Kabale District, they have faced losses because of the load shedding in the district, saying that entirely the business depends much on electricity, where having a day or more without power affects much on their costs of living. He continues to say that this year, they have registered poor performance in the business because of the unstable power supply in the districts.
Much of the work we do entirely depends on electricity. So, finding ourselves not having a full day working, even if it is partly doing that work, it is very, very unfortunate. So I would like to put my disappointment with the Umeme. I think they need, I don't know how these people have been operating. I would personally say it could be ranked as one of the worst performing companies in Uganda today. Every other time, every day, we don't have electricity. And really, these people need to understand that the cost of living entirely for us depends on electricity because that's the source of income. When you look at the machines we have, basically the machines we operate depend on electricity. And now, that means when we don't perform for a day, if there's no work done for a day, it means we have not had any income within that particular period of time. And when I look at this year, ideally it has been very, very bad for us in regard to the performance of women.
Masco adds on appealing to the leaders and the government in general to consider looking into the issues of load shedding in the district, saying that residents are very uncomfortable with the situation.
The government of Uganda to really think about the operation of this company. Because you cannot have load shedding every day. It's a very big disappointment. I know even there are very many of our colleagues who are equally disappointed, although they may not be speaking right now. But I want to assure you that as Kabale, we are really very, very uncomfortable with the operations of this Umeme business.
The operations manager of Sino Minerals and Iron Ore Plant in Buhala Sub-County in Kabale District, Brian Munanula, says that the company has lost equipment worth millions because of the unstable power, adding that there have been a sharp decline in the number of tons produced per hour amidst the use of a lot of money on purchasing fuel to run the machines.
Entirely, like this factory, we use a lot of power, and Kabale region, Sigas region, and Kabale in particular, I think we have a problem of power. First of all, the power is not enough, and when it's enough, it's on and off. We work 30 minutes, power goes off. We've lost some equipment because of instability in voltage and also the capacity. On a normal working day, when power is stable and the weather is okay, we are looking at about 70 tons per hour. But now, because of shortcomings of power and weather, we find ourselves producing at around 40 to 50 tons per hour.
In a phone interview with the head of communications at Umeme Company national offices, Peter Kauja, the blackout and unstable electricity in the greater Kabale districts are due to the faulty transformer at the Kabale power substation, where he adds that they have loaded a new transformer to replace the faulty one.
The transformer faulted, and so we are bringing a new one. The team is actually already, we sent the first team that came this morning. They arrived at 5:30, and the transformer is also on its way, the new one. Because that first team was to establish what the problem was, which they have seen, and they recommended a new transformer, so which is already on the way to Kabale. So we had to establish what the problem was, and we discovered that the transformer was actually faulty, and it would not perform to the expectation. And that's why the recommendation was made that we bring a new one, which is already on its way. Otherwise, there are times also when there are some isolated incidences along the network here and there. But once they are reported, faulted, we move and fix. So this because, even last week before the transformer faulted, we had challenges. We had people complaining a lot.
Umeme Limited is the largest energy distributor in Uganda, distributing about 97% of all electricity used in the country. Nobati Nyamachi for Tigezi Television.